New at noon on Friday, May 3rd, detectives and members of the FBI Western Massachusetts Gang Task Force executing a search warrant at a residence in Chicopee. According to police, the suspects, Otis Collins and Marie Lopez, were selling cocaine from the Chicopee home. Now, while searching that property, detectives say they found several guns, ammunition, narcotics, and a large amount of money. The suspects were not home at the time of that search, and arrest warrants were then issued for them. Days later, Otis Collins and Marie Lopez turning themselves in. They're now facing several gun and drug-related charges.